Hey, Ivo.
Hey, Sammy, I haven't seen you since we did that thing together.
Yeah, about that thing. I wanted to talk to you because my comedy career, it's not working out. I was thinking maybe I could become a finance journalist, like you.
I am a finance professor, not a journalist.
Yeah, but you publish in finance journals.
Yeah, but
That's journalism.
no, these are journals for academics. You're thinking of writing for magazines and newspapers and websites, maybe that are aimed at a wider audience. Do you keep a journal at home?
I see your point.
Let me show you an example. Can you see this?
Yeah, does this mean anything or it just it's there?
It does if you know how to read it.
So, can you help me read it?
Maybe I can. You can interview me about my Journal of Finance article to write an article for the FT.
Yeah, I mean, I can write a pretty hefty article, but that's not the issue.
Not hefty, but FT. You know what FT means?
Fun tech?
FinTech?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was close.
No, no, you really don't know?
What?
It means the Financial Times. I don't think this is going to work.
Wait. Can we just try? Well, what do I have to do?
Okay, ask me questions about my article.
How long is it?
46 pages. Smarter questions, please.
Is it any good? Uh, what is it about?
It's about how successfully non-professional investors invested in stocks around the COVID crisis.
So, what's the answer?
Surprisingly well.
Cool. Are we done now?
Not if you want to become a financial journalist.
Okay, so what do I got to do?
Same thing you were trying to do when you're trying to be a comedian. Try to make things enjoyable and relatable. These investors are people like you. Well, except they have real jobs.
Right. So, who are they exactly?
They're folks who invested through an app called Robinhood.
How did you hack into their accounts?
My undergraduate was in computer science.
Well, see, so anybody can be a journalist.
As a financial journalist, you can't be so gullible. The data I used was legally collected, and it only includes the number of Robinhood investors in each American stock at the end of each business day.
So how could you use that to look uh, under the hood of Robinhood?
Good question. That's better. I assume that each investor holds about the same amount of shares. Then I could estimate the daily changes in the aggregate holdings of the Robinhood crowd.
So what if your assumption was wrong?
Oh, it was definitely wrong, but it still probably approximates the behavior of Robinhood investors.
And how do they behave?
That's where it gets interesting. Basically, they seem to be attracted to volatility. That is to say, they like to buy stocks after big market moves, both up and down.
That sounds like my girlfriend. Like when we're watching a football game, she gets excited no matter who scores.
Does she have a Robinhood account?
I don't know. But the other day, I asked her to play cops and robbers, and she said, "Hey, that reminds me of something." And then she went to check her phone. How much do you think she could have in her account?
She's like the average Robinhood investor. She probably invested about $2,000 in stocks there.
Wow, she is rich. Should I marry this girl?
Well, if she'll continue to perform like the average Robinhood investor, she'll soon be even richer. Robinhood investors actually outperformed the market from mid 2018 to mid 2020.
She did buy me a nice birthday present. But how did she manage to do it?
Again, if she's like the typical Robinhood investor, she didn't panic. The market crashed in March 2020. Instead of taking money out, she actually put more money in. So when the market bounced back soon afterwards, she came out ahead. What's more, by putting money in when others were taking money out during this episode, she was acting as a market stabilizing force.
She's my rock.
Actually, it's not just in your case. Women happen to be better investors than men in general.
So how do you know this?
A couple of friends of mine from UC Berkeley and UC Davis did the research.
Now, I went to UC Berkeley, so I like that part, but I also went to UC Berkeley, so isn't that sexist?
How did you do in your class?
Pretty
Never
good.
mind. Did you do better than Joe Biden and Donald Trump?
No, I didn't. I did not. That's why I'm not president yet.
To get back to your question of whether this is sexist, it's not sexist because it's true.
I always knew she was smarter than me.
Not a surprise. Perhaps the most important behavior of investors is hysteresis.
No, no, she's never hysterical.
No. That's not what I mean. You are hysterical. Hysteresis means something completely different. It means most investors buy stocks and hold them. They sort of forget what they hold. They don't pay much attention to their past purchases after a while and just keep them.
Wow, you just lifted like a huge burden off my shoulders.
Good. But
Yes?
never mind. It's not that important.
Come on, Ivo. I'm thinking of marrying this woman. Help me out.
Uh, do you have a choice? Any other candidates?
Not really, but I still need to know.
Okay. Robinhood investors also have some rather unusual holdings. It's more of a sideshow, but still
Oh no, what is it? McDonald's? Pizza Hut? Halliburton?
GameStop.
Oh, you mean they ruined a bunch of hedge funds by ganging up on them?
Probably, but I couldn't tell you for sure because the data had already ended.
Good. I can live with that. So, is there anything else I should worry about?
Cannabis.
That's my girl. She was protecting us against price fluctuations. I told you she was my rock.
Huh.
Oh, wait. She's texting me right now.
Yeah.
I'm getting a text. Hey, Ivo, my fiance is asking what Robinhood's post IPO performance is going to be.
Do I look like a fortune teller to you?
Uh, Actually, come to think of it, Ivo, what kind of wedding should I get?
Start with a job first. Think about the wedding and the wedding stuff later.
Oh, yes. So, what should I do to finish this article?
Easy. Just write up what we talked about. Come up with a little something, title, something that summarizes everything we talked about, some wordplay, pun of some kind, and you'll be ready to switch from comedy to journalism.
I'm ready to switch right now. How about this? Let me give a shot at these headlines. Cannabis, not the reason investor returns are high.
Maybe not so ready. Don't use me as a reference.
Okay, no, wait. How about this? Recent research reveals Robinhood's rosy returns.
If your choice is between becoming a musician and a financial journalist, it's a tough choice.
It is a tough choice, but I think I can do both.
You are multi-talent. What can I say?
Thank you. Thank you, Ivo.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.